What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 16 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we have taken Conquata and the forces of the World Walkers are nearly done. Indeed, I think with these last two settlements, as long as we can find the last one before Malice does, and it looks like he's moving away, though the thing is, he's trying to go to the Monolith of Flesh. And what concerns me about that is if Asavar Magath takes it, where will Malice go then? We don't have a target for him currently, do we? So yeah, I'm worried about him attacking Troll Fjord. We could actually tell him to directly occupy Troll Fjord as well, which might solve this issue. But the question is whether we want to do that, because then that's another settlement that he has that he's probably going to refuse to trade to us. For example, this is Serpent Jetty, and he wants, yeah, 17 points for that. Unlike the Norscan vassals, the Dark Elven ones are not bound to trade them stuff, though it seems like Harganeth is willing to do it. It's just Malice is not. I wonder if there's a difference, or a significant enough difference in this. 177 versus what, like 300 for Harganeth? Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty big difference. Maybe that's why it's like that. Or maybe not. Maybe it's something else that I'm not aware of. Well, either way, we have to figure out what we gotta do with Malice, because I do want Wulfric to join our faction. And now, in that light, perhaps what we want to do is actually wait and not take the Monolith of Flesh this turn, and just leave it for a turn. Granted, these guys could take it, but honestly, if they do, we could just get it from them. You know what? I think I like that idea. Let's put you into ambush, Asavar, and wait. Would moving us back into our own territory help at all? I don't know. You know what? Just stay like that. This will distract Malice. On the other hand, though, if we take it and he takes this, I do wonder, how many turns would it take to leave here from the Citadel of Lead and then move up? Because if Malice decides to go here and then come back, he might still take Troll Fjord from us. Oh, man, it's an annoying question, isn't it? I'd love to send him south, but he'd have to pass these things, and just by passing them, that might be an issue. Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Either way, we got stuff to build. Conquata, you're our new territory. Let's start with walls. Let's continue with growth and money. And we will eventually be building, well, be giving these things to our allies, so I suppose we could get Vassal Emissary. That said, with only 2 territories here, it may not even be worth our time at the current time, and maybe we can just build another Chaos Shrine or an Exalted Hero building. How many Sorcerers are we at? Okay, we need to check somewhere that can actually build Sorcerers. You can. We're at 5 out of 5. Yeah, because they're stealing tech. And you know, we do want another sorcerer in this new army, in Gulgast's army, if nothing else to provide a war shrine for that physical resistance. So yeah, you know what? Fine. Let's build a sorcerer building here for now. And I think there are other territories where we need to build stuff. We were fairly short on cash for a while there, so I do imagine that a few places have lapsed a little bit. Dagrak's End, we could upgrade you to full, but I think we'll wait on that because it's a little bit too expensive for now. Tower Sorcerers, yes, more money. And Strategy Chamber, or... wait, was I not going to build a shrine here? Huh. I thought I had planned to. Maybe I accidentally canceled it. Whoops. Oh well, we got more money coming in here, but we're going to ignore the port because it's useless to our faction for whatever reason, whoever decided that, and I believe that's it. Yeah, okay, Altar of the Crimson Harvest, you'll be good to upgrade next turn though, so that'll be something we need to afford. Now, Harald, we got things for you to do. First of all, are you good with your army for now? I mean, I do want 2 more Chaos Chariots, and thus, we may want to just delete these 2 Flesh Hands, though you know what, maybe we want to do that after this, because Alariel's moving in. Now, granted, our army isn't maxed out, but will it be enough to take out her army? Really depends on how many Sisters of Avalorn she's got in there. Let's hope that it's not a crazy amount. Let's declare war here. Oh, wait, they're oh. Kotep, you are allied with Morathi, and Morathi isn't fighting anybody. And you're not fighting anybody, which means we can't ask you to join this, eh? Well, that's kind of bizarre. Now, he's probably going to declare war on us eventually. How does Morathi feel about us right now? She's not a fan, but she doesn't despise us. And then where would you be going, Alariel? If you can't land at the Twisted Glade, you're probably going to go around and land in the sea somewhere. You know what? If we can't attack them, and I'd rather just not do so right now, well, let's move to Hotek's Column. Let's hit Venomglade. We'll see what Alariel does, but if it's not what we desire, we'll just move up to take out Grimbrindle, because he's really been kind of a thorn in the side of Malekith, and it's preventing Malekith from getting a little bit stronger, which is unfortunate for us. Okay. Asavar Magath, you can stay where you are, as planned. Golgast, you continue to stay where you are, until this place is leveled and can defend itself. You two Tech Thieves, you're good for now, and you are good for now. I mean, sure, you need levels, but you're still good for now. Alrighty, who's up next? Highbold Balefire. I was going to put you into Valkia's army, and you know what? We might as well. Somebody had an idea of taking out the Swords of Chaos to replace with the second Exalted Hero, and I like that idea. Not because I don't like the unit, it's quite strong. In fact, it hits about equivalent in terms of damage, or at least weapon strength, to the Knights of the Brazen Throne, as well as a regular Skullcrusher unit, and in fact has nearly equivalent everything, plus a massive increase in melee defense. That said, here's a problem. Because it's a Regiment of Renown, and I guess it's because it's an old Regiment of Renown, they never added the ability for these things to benefit from a bunch of stuff. So these guys don't benefit from our upgrades like every other unit does, and on top of that, they don't benefit from our techs or our special abilities. Notice how they have no Mark of Khorne, so therefore no Frenzy, they have no additional spell resistance, they have no Ogre charge from our tech, and there's probably something else. They don't have Blood Greed from our gifts as well, so that's a considerable amount of stuff that's missing, which is a little bit unfortunate, I gotta say. But either way, you're gonna go bye-bye for now. These guys are all gonna become Blood Crushers anyway. You, Highvold, are gonna join Valkia and buff up our Chosen. And you do have a fair amount of Chosen to buff up, so it works. There you go. And also somebody in the comments had an idea about naming the Bloodthirsters after Skarbrand's axes, which I really like the idea of. I can't quite recall. I think it's Carnage and Slaughter. I think. I'm gonna look it up after this episode. I'm just gonna name them Carnage and Slaughter for now, but if I'm blanking on it and it's something completely different, then I'll rename them after. There we go. But I do like the idea of Valkia meeting Skarbrand in battle, and Skarbrand takes out his axes, and Valkia can be like, well, I've got a Carnage and Slaughter of my own, and just the two Bloodthirsters can come down flanking her. That'd be fun. Alrighty, well, you stay as you are. We'll try to take out Wulfric next turn or so. What else do we have here? Chant Kelric, who are you and why do you exist? Oh, right. You're one of the decent but mediocre Exalted Heroes. Actually, speaking of decent but mediocre Exalted Heroes, let's get another one in here and let's see if we get something better. Yeah, Exalted Hero. You have Revelant Slaughter, Scaled Skin, Unbreakable, and Skullcrusher Leader. Is it me or is every single one that we're getting a Skullcrusher Leader? They're all Skullcrusher Leaders. Wait, so you have Slaughter Lord, same thing. Chaos Knight. Oh, this is a Chaos Knight leader, and this is a Skullcrusher leader. Oh. Huh, wait. Okay, so these are sufficiently different that we may want to put just Knights and not Juggernauts in an army. So you know what? It seems like we want to keep you. Whereas you, I mean, we may in theory want to keep you as well, but let's keep you guys here for now. And we'll keep an eye on what we get out of this, because if we get one with Iron Skin, I might want to delete one of them to replace it, because it's just so much better than Scaled Skin, in theory. I suppose it depends on the situation, but generally speaking, I would think so. Anyway, I believe that's it for now, yes? Good, and good. Valkia has levels to apply, but honestly, she doesn't care and she doesn't need them. So we're going to skip the rest of this, we're going to go to next turn. And we're going to hope... Outpost upgrade available. We'll do it later. Hero not moved. Which hero could not have moved? Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, fine, do that. There you go. And now we end the turn, and we see about what's going on here, and I suppose what's going on here as well. Hey, who knows? Maybe Baron will move back into the monolith. Wait, what? Did he just move while in ambush stance? Without being told? I guess there was some move left over, but still weird. Alright, what are these guys gonna do? Okay, one of their armies moved back to the Monolith of Flesh. What did the Demon Prince do? Can't quite see him because the camera decided it wanted to jump around today. Looks like Malice is sieging at the Tower of Flies. Which is kind of surprising considering he's got a 3/4 stack and this place appears to be undefended. Oh damn, Siggy's coming. Okay, you know what, we gotta get over there soon. I really don't want the faction to get destroyed by anybody other than us. Same situation as Wulfric. These factions need to belong to us. We need more vassals. We gotta collect them all. And ooh, looks like the Eye of the Gods has opened once more. Murderous Momentum gives us 100% movement range after winning a battle. Oh, that's useful. 10,000 money is actually not that much. Lord and Hero Recruit rank plus 10. You know, as somebody pointed out in the comments, the last time I picked this, I then promptly forgot to actually use it. I think we'll skip the Gift of Chaos of this time around, though. You know, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. Like, for example, the Berserker army. We could simply replace the Lord there with a higher rank Lord, because it's a level 1. But Murderous Momentum, it's just... not picking this just hurts. I mean, 100% movement range, it would essentially save us on up to 5 turns on all armies, presuming that they can move. Although there is probably a max movement range that it can give us. Yeah, you know what? Leveling to level 10 is quite quick and only takes a couple battles, so I think we'll go for my legions. Your warriors shall revel in the Hound's anger. Ally mobilizes, yeah. Oh, okay, is there a way to turn that off? That's going to get really annoying over time. Hero not moved, commandment available. No, wait, this is for end the turning stuff. I want the world events to... Okay, you know what? Just go away. Just go away. Province secured Albion. Inscribed Chaos Armor. Well, it's a nice buff for everybody. What do we got going on over here now? Alright, it looks like Harganeth is reclaiming what they're supposed to reclaim. Where did Alariel go? What the heck? She's gone. She's disappeared. Well, that's not great. Man, we're gonna have to manually attack the Twisted Glade now, because I didn't want to declare war on Morathi, but, you know, we'll do it later. Hopefully just on this guy, not on Morathi. You can take Venom Glade and I guess destroy this faction for good then. Also, have you guys still not claimed Clark-Harrond? They sacked it. Occupy Clark-Harrond. Thank you. You, Hotek's Column. Part of the Twisted Glade and the Black Fortress. I wanted to give this to Harganeth, but honestly, the plus 10 armor for Chaos Warriors is decent for now. Alright, well, you know what, let's just destroy this faction, or let's occupy this place, which will take them out. They didn't want to be our vassals anyway, and on top of that, somebody made a comment as well about the vampiric corruption as an ally, and I agree with that. It is kind of annoying to have that, so let's just occupy. We are already kind of suffering from the attrition with Harald anyway, so... Yeah, occupy Venom Glade. And now they should have no territories remaining. Also, what do furs do? Armor plus 10 for Marauder Infantry. Huh. I mean, it's not great, but we can hold on to it for now before we trade it. We probably won't be using too many Marauders into the late game. Yeah, alright, that works. Alrighty, let's see what's going on out here. Ah, so Malice, you've now decided to target Wulfric again. Likelihood of us sailing up... Oh, what the heck? These guys have taken Citadel of Lead... Oh, no. No. I was not expecting that. I mean, it's great for these guys, but I was really not expecting that. I need Valkia to get here before Malice. Okay. I regret not ordering Malice to go to specific places now. Valkia, go. I was really hoping to attack here, win the battle, and then move. Wolfric's still alive, but I doubt he'll attack us. And, oh damn, we can't trade you the Citadel. Huh. Maybe if Wulfric reclaims this, that won't be such a bad thing. And we can't trade you the... Actually, we can, even though it's not technically borders. Is it because you're... Is it because you're by the water? Is that why it is? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, give us some cash. And take the Isle of Wights. Go for it.
Accept it.
Go for it. They can hold on to it. And if Wulfric reclaims it, well then he reclaims it. Otherwise, we're heading to Trollfjord. Malice, you're still heading out here. Oh wait, this isn't Malice that's coming over here. It's Siggy. Or at least that's one of Siggy's little armies. He does have to land, so it's going to take him a little bit longer. Malice, you are still heading towards the Monolith of Flesh. You know what? Oh, damn, but then you're going to reclaim it with this army, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, you need to be told to attack something else. Go for... I don't know, attack target. How about Toranrock? You're not gonna take that, there's no way. Go attack that, enjoy. You just get out of our way. I really want Wulfric on the team. Also, we got our research completed, Inscribed Armor of Chaos. Now, we could go for Demon Mounts. I have been wanting those Skull Crushers, though we still need to level up to get the last. Hone Blades is great. Very powerful. 10% physical resistance and 5 melee attack, well, up to, granted, for the dual axe units. And they'll get the rage buff like Berserker units do. Honestly, that army probably doesn't even need the Berserkers. We're probably just going to replace them with more Skin Wolves, considering it'll just have a giant pile of Chosen of Khorne with dual axes. You know, I'm kind of tempted to go for Gaze of the Dark Gods with the increase to the Gifts of Chaos Undivided, because it's... I wanted to get Demonic Pact for these gifts, but at the same time, it's probably cheaper in terms of not wasting research time on Dark Diplomacy, which I really don't care about. I mean, I guess there's relationship with Skaven and Beastmen, which might potentially help us in some situations, but I still don't care that much about it. We could just go for the Gaze of the Dark Gods instead. They both take 8 turns exactly. Now, let's do that. Let's do that, and then if we have to switch to something at some point, we'll just switch instead. It works for me. Okie dokie. Now, what's going on here, incidentally? Do we want to get more Marauders? Do we want to get some Marauder horses in here? I mean, these guys are going to be what's going to function as cav. Half of you guys are going to turn into Spawn or Forsaken. So in theory, we probably just want nothing but Marauders in here, because it'll be Chosen of Khorne with dual axes, plus Spawn, plus Forsaken, plus Werekin. Presumably these guys become Werekin as well. Maybe a couple Aspiring Champions, and a couple War Shrines. A fairly simple army. The Werekin need to function as cav, and... well, later on, hopefully we can get some armored Werekin from our allies. Man, their stats are really quite low, aren't they? 32-28? You think that Werekin would hit a little bit harder, or at least from a melee attack perspective. Do we want to get a couple Warhounds in here, though? And maybe replace them with Fleshhounds just to chase stuff down? You know, I think we do. Let's do that. And then you... ooh, hello. Are you coming to fight? I would love to attack this guy, but then Throg's army would just attack us here, and... yeah, that's not so good. What we could, however, do is go out here and put you into ambush. It's unlikely to work because it's a very low percentage, but hey, you never know. And we might as well upgrade the place while we're at it. Alrighty. And now, Kagan. Okay, we have to figure out who to delete here. Well, I guess these guys will get replaced, but you know, we need to increase the capacity. Again, shortly. Let's also continue upgrading our money stuff, which, if we can find any more money stuff, like you. And we are out of money. Okay. Okay, fine. Might as well not upgrade the money stuff then. And have you not taken this stuff? Okay, fine. Fair enough. Chant and Tyro, Assassin. Well, actually, Assassin does need to come down. You can follow Harald around, though Harald still needs potentially an exalted hero of his own. I mean, presuming that we replace all of these with Chosen. And we can... oh... I guess these guys were Chosen. Well, maybe just 2 of them. The one I might replace with a Giant or a Shaggoth. I'll think about it. It really depends on if we want to keep the Summoners of Rage here. I mean, later on, we could build an army that's a little bit more Dragon Ogre focused. We can get the Shaggoth. And I feel like you can get, yeah, you can get regular Dragon Ogres via this method over time. And I feel like the Trolls might want to have the Giant with them instead. Feels more right. Alrighty, well, that's gonna be a while, so we'll wait on that one. Asavar, do you want to take this now? Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to. I guess you're gonna have to, because otherwise these guys are gonna take it, and then you need to sail to take the rest of that stuff. Also, I'm hoping that somebody actually attacks the Altar of Spawns, because I think these settlements are broken too. I'm really hoping that the AI can actually see them. And the reason I think that the settlements are broken too is that the control, nothing happens to it. It says 0 plus 6, but it doesn't move up or down, or at least it doesn't seem to move up. I don't know if it can move down. My original plan was to essentially raid those locations until they rebelled, but if the control is broken, it's not going to work. Really? You're gonna kill that many of our aspiring champions? Okay, okay, auto-resolve. We're not gonna gift you to Vassal, just to occupy the place. And plus it has Obsidian, which I did want. Alrighty, we'll see where Baronair goes after that. Oh no, we can't even have this Obsidian because of... Damn you, game. I wish that we could get the benefits from the trade goods by keeping those settlements for ourselves, or by allowing our vassals to keep the settlement, you know what I mean? Like, sort of like maybe like a cult building, like you could build it there and reap the benefits of that without having to hold these. It would be nice, that's all I'm saying. What do you do again? Scouting... Okay, yeah, you got good stuff. There's a good reason for you to be in here. Keep scouting, buddy, keep scouting. We also need an Exalted Hero in this army, but... it wouldn't benefit any of this. I mean, it is a ranged army. Also, can we get another Aspiring Champ in here? No. Need to replace this one last guy. Okay. We'll keep that going for a while, and I believe that's another end turn. Nothing to do for now. Let's see if Wulfric decides to attack Valkia. Also, let's see if Wulfric decides to vassalize. Nope. He wants to be subjugated. Alright, I mean, fair enough. He's into that. It's all you, Wolfie. Also, let's get that Khorne corruption going here. Wow, the control is really quite negative. There's provincial instability, so yeah, fair enough as well. End turn. Let's get to that Troll Fjord. Also, we need to find a battle somewhere. Baronair, you've moved into the water. Honestly, that's just annoying. And it's annoying because we need to catch you. We can't just leave the Monolith of Flesh because you'll take it, but if we don't leave it, these guys will take it. You want an... Okay, somebody just signed up for being destroyed and then subjugated. We allowed him the non-aggression pact, and then I think on that episode I was then kind of regretting it, thinking, you know what, screw it, why wouldn't we just forcibly vassalize him? And oh. Well, you're dead. I wasn't expecting that ambush to actually go work on you. Okay, well, looks like we found our cinematic battle. We'll try to use these guys, maybe slight reinforcement here, because honestly this army's quite weak until it gets a few more things in it, but good. Alrighty, well, here's the ambush, and this one should be pretty damn interesting. I gotta be honest, this looks like one of the most even matchups I've ever seen in a long time, from a player's perspective, i.e. usually there's some unevenness going on, but our armies are quite close to being the same. I mean, we have 2 skin wolves, they have 3 skin wolves, they have a lot more cav than we do, but we have some doggos to counter that, and otherwise they just have various different types of marauders, including the marauder champions, their own berserkers versus our marauders of Khorne with dual weapons. Of course, the entire enemy army is debuffed by the fact that they are ambushed, which is certainly working in our favor, but it should still be pretty interesting. Their own berserkers are hitting for 47 compared to our 48 of our marauders of Khorne. Now, of course, they will increase via their berserk ability by quite a bit. Yeah, alright, I'm actually excited now, just by virtue of how even this is looking. Let's see who wins this one. Also, their lord is a level 5, whereas ours is a level 1. But, yeah. Alrighty, yeah, this is definitely one of those situations where I regret the fact that we only have a single War Shrine of Khorne. I'm thinking that this army is going to need at least 2, and probably, well, the Sorcerer's regular War Shrine as well. And just to buff up all the massed amounts of infantry we're gonna have, because considering the sheer number of units, there's going to be quite the infantry line. Anyway, the way that we did this is obviously to deploy on both sides of the enemy. I was hoping to pin more units between more of our units here, but it doesn't really work in the main line here, where the enemy infantry simply separated to fight our infantry pretty evenly. That said, over on this side, all of their horses got caught by our own skinwolves and our warhounds fairly quickly, though their own skinwolves did attack and basically destroy one of our units of marauders pretty much instantly. Unfortunate there, but well, I'll certainly take it for destroying, what, 3 out of 4 of their units of cav. It certainly worked out in our favor, I think. You got the Skinwolves. I also sent the Aspiring Champions in here because I figured, hey, the Aspiring Champions would probably be pretty decent at killing enemy Skinwolves. But unfortunately, once again, the Aspiring Champions and our own Skinwolves got distracted by the enemy there. As in the enemy cav, and not what we wanted them to attack, but that's okay. Anyway, still fighting, at least over on this side. I would imagine the Marauders with dual axes should be fairly superior. Oh wait, these are Brutes of the Hound, with 73 melee attack when in Rampage, and due to their Berserk, that's quite a bit of melee attack, as compared to the Marauder Spears, who have more melee defense by far, certainly, but should get quite ripped apart. Units should be losing. This is technically a tier 3 unit, by virtue of being a regiment of renown. The regular berserkers are what, tier 2 or tier 1? I don't even know. Nah, looks like tier 2. Yeah, with their 60 melee attack after a little bit of combat and that, well, berserk ability, I can see why. Alrighty, ooh, and that Sword of Khorne coming down on top of the enemy units. I was hoping to get rid of at least one of these units of Marauder Champions with that, as they were doing fairly well. The Marauder Champions do seem to win against Marauders of Khorne with dual weapons pretty handily, and it's not all that surprising. I also want to point out that while we do have reinforcements coming in, I decided not to use them here because I just thought that A, it would be pretty interesting not to, and B, we can, you know, take advantage of the fact that this is an ambush by not using them and hit the enemy from all sides to some degree. But damn, yeah, we're certainly losing quite a lot of units. We can see pretty much everywhere where our units are in contact with theirs, the fact that ours are losing pretty much as many units as they are. Very, very nice. And we're there. Alright, very, very suddenly, enough units have died. Actually, the battle only lasted about 2 minutes, minus the slow-mo there. But to be fair, once again, it was an ambush battle, so they were fairly debuffed and thus were liable to lose. In terms of damage, though, we certainly took quite a bit there. We can see a lot of our units were very badly hurt, and while we did win at the end, I think the only units that were relatively unhurt were the Aspiring Champions, which lost nothing, and, well, the Skinwolves took some HP damage, but not a lot of models, at the very least. Nah, well done. Well done to this little army. I would have liked to have seen this battle last a little bit longer. I'm actually surprised that it only lasted 2 minutes here, and just considering the fact that there wasn't really anything that did crazy damage here, but I guess it was a bunch of berserkers and marauders facing off against each other on both sides, but yeah, I was expecting a timeline something more similar to one of the historical titles where battles last quite a while, but oh well, it was still quite a fun battle, and a close victory, which are pretty much always enjoyable. Alrighty, that actually turned out to be a pretty fun and interesting battle, especially as we didn't use the settlement garrison. Plus, we got to see berserkers, or at least enemy berserkers, versus our marauders of Khorne with dual weapons. Our own berserkers did pretty well, but the targets that they were facing were different from these guys, so it's a little bit different and difficult to compare, I would say. The Chaos Warhounds were quite useful as well, which is why it seems like we'd probably want some Flesh Hounds or something in this army. And I'm still on the fence as to whether we actually do anything with these berserkers or keep them or not. Let's take the money and the souls to save up our soul nest egg again, although the replenishment would be pretty good, but whatever. And yeah, we have to figure out what to do with Mr. Baronaire there. Oh wow, Kular almost dead. Interesting. They should be Archaon's vassal right now. Wait. They're not our vassal right now. I'm starting to lose track of who's our vassal and who's not. Huh. Okay, it looks like the game crashed with that end turn. That's a little bit annoying. Oh man, I'm gonna have to restart this whole thing. Alright, we're back. If I sound different, it's because it's actually been hours since I was here last. So basically, that bug is not going away, or at least it wasn't on that turn. I reloaded the game like a dozen times, and every single time when the cool moved, the game decided to crash. Eventually, what I ended up doing was reverting back to the 2.0 version, ending the turn, which worked, and then saving it, and then going back to this version, and then saving it again. Of course, my internet is absolute trash, and the game seems to re-download a ton of stuff, and, well, basically it took forever. But here we are, it seems to be working, though I'm really hoping it doesn't happen again. I also did check the Steam forums, and it does seem that a lot of people are encountering a similar bug where a random turn is causing crashes. I think it's to do with this particular hotfix version as well, so hopefully it's fixed with yet another hotfix, although I imagine all these hotfixes can't be good for mods and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, since it's been hours, I have no idea what the heck I was doing. I did also have to technically refight this battle with Ghoulgas, but I wasn't going to fight it like 20 times, so I decided to just auto-resolve it every time. The auto-resolve ended up killing one of our Berserker units, but that's about it. I'll call that a sign to replace them all with Skin Wolves in favor of the Dual Axe Chaos Warriors and Dual Axe Chosen and Forsaken and whatnot, eventually, in the form of our Berserkers. It's not like regular Berserkers would ever be able to stand up to Chaos Warriors of Khorne with, or Chosen of Khorne with dual axes. Anyway, at least the ambush worked. We are going to get another Berserker in here, I guess, at least for now, and then you guys can all become coordinate dual axes. There we go. We'll probably get some other stuff in this army, but for now, what I want to do is, rather than move you, put you right back into ambush. These guys have more armies, and they may want to try to siege this again. Don't know if it'll work, but it'll be a little bit funny if it does. Also, you leveled up. Oh man, see, the thing about this guy is, I like the fact that he has Giver of Glory and Chaos Armor. I don't really care about Corruptor and Iron Skin. Do we devote him to Khorne? I don't know, I'll leave it up to you guys. I assume that it's a yes based on the fact that he's going to be leading a Berserker army. But I mean, he's not just going to have Khornate Berserkers, he's going to have Skin Wolves. I'm assuming that we should probably upgrade him, but then keep him as a Khornate unit. Asavar Magath is going to be a Demon Prince of Undivided, and presuming that you're going to be a Lord of Khorne, then I guess we just make one more Lord that will be a Lord of Undivided. I forget, can we make Sorcerer Lords as well? No, just Chaos Lords. Okay, well, that's probably the way to do it then. Oh, speaking of, you need a Sorcerer as well, don't you, buddy? We'll keep an eye on these. In fact, no, Scaled Skin is pretty good. Burning Body. Now, for a Marauder Berserker, or rather just a generally speaking a Berserker army, these guys already have flaming attacks, so Flaming Sword of Ruin wouldn't be that useful for them, would it? And Glittering Robe wouldn't be that useful for them either. I'm just wondering which spells would be better for supporting an army of berserkers. Yeah, so basically, presuming that Glittering Robe isn't that good for it, though I suppose it could still power up the the Forsaken and the Spawn, at the very least. Searing Doom is always great. And then Transmutation of Lead and Final Transmutation, whereas the Lure of Fire... Oh, wait, but if they all have flaming attacks... Huh. Wait, just out of curiosity, is this something... That isn't something that... Yeah, okay, you know what? By making it a fire sorcerer, we get Kindle Flame and essentially buff up the entire map's or the entire army's damage by 20%. Or at least the Chosen. The Forsaken of Khorne... also have fire attacks. What about Spawn? Yes, they all have fire attacks. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the Kindle Flame then. If it's going to be a primarily Khornate army, let's get you with your Scaled Skin, presuming that you don't have garbage Paths to Glory. Gehenna's Golden Hounds. I don't like the Oppressive Force. Hit points is okay. This isn't great. I was hoping for Mage Hunter. What do we have here? Burning Body enables flaming attacks. Fire resistance. Wouldn't be so useful. I'm kind of a little bit curious to see what skills you get, but honestly, this is probably not worth it, and we probably don't want two in here, assuming that we get an Exalted Hero in here anyway. Maybe we'll keep an eye on new Chaos Sorcerers of Fire. Anyway, we're busy. Let's get you, Valkia, to Troll Fjord. We gotta take Wulfric's faction over. It looks like he's moved down here, so I think he can't reach the Isle of Wights, and we're thus likely fine. Valkia, you're good. Magath, do you now... What do you do now? Baronair, he has moved away. Oh, and in March stance, but... oh, he's dead, basically. Poor Baronair. I guess the question then is, will we be able to reach this place before the faction is destroyed for good? It looks like all of our friendly armies are getting here, although they may be ignoring Forest of Decay in favor of the easier targets. And if they do, what we could potentially do ourselves is siege a hard target like this, or possibly like... Nope, this is already under siege. Ooh, I don't like that. Who dares to take a Dark Fortress from Valkia? Well, whoever is gonna die for it. Yeah, so first of all, I guess we are going to destroy this guy with an auto-resolve. There's no need to do anything else. He's in March stance after all. I don't know why he bothered hiding from us just to do this. Goodbye. And then we will get... Well, healing is not necessary. We're in our own territory, so just take the money. We've been spending quite a bit after all. Path to Glory unlocked for Asavar. And you receive Plague and... Oh, wow. Perfect Vigor? Already? Huh. Is it me, or does it seem a little bit early? It feels like usually I get that particular trait, like, fairly late. Well, whatever. As long as he's leveling. I'll get to that Demon Princehood fairly soon, and then you get Warp Fire, obviously, to buff up your units. Also gotta pay attention to what we have here. Although, ironically, the Unflinching Soldiers will be useless here, because it doesn't buff up, champions. Oh well, at least we can get Brand of Turmoil. Missile resistance for a missile-heavy army can be fairly decent, especially if we're fighting an enemy missile-heavy force. Wait. Oh, we have Murderous Momentum, so we get another move. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Okay, I'm really glad we took this. Yeah, you're moving up here, though the question is... Alright, well, go out to sea first. We'll have to decide whether we siege Forest of Decay or whether we try to make it towards the Crystal Spires. It really depends on if it gets destroyed or not. And if these guys have 1, 2, 3, 4 settlements... Yeah, that's all they have left. We basically destroyed this faction already. And I do really want this faction as our minions. Also, we got upgrades to do. I also now have no idea how much time was left in this episode, but I can't imagine it would have been that much. Let's do the rest of the upgrades, get a few more moves going. And I'm tired from getting this nonsense to work. Alrighty, that looks good to me. At least in terms of upgrades. Ultra the Crimson Harvest, stay as you are. I'd really just love to confederate or forcibly vassalize Wulfric this turn, or this episode, if it's possible. Ooh. King Sektaspe. You are right there, right beside Harald. Man, why does the game tempt me like this? I mean, I appreciate it, but I also don't appreciate it because... Are you at war with anybody now? Yes, you are. You're at war with the Flame Gullets and the Ancestral Throng. Both of whom, unfortunately, we're at war with, are we? Yeah, we are, aren't we? Flame Gullets. And they don't want peace. Okay, so we can't ask anybody to join. So if we were to try to do this... Oh, look, Silostra's still alive. Huh, he's gonna take the Temple of Adaoth. Wait, her faction's dead, right? No it isn't. They still have this current car. Wait. What if we... No, I have an idea. Wait. Let's see if this works. You're fighting these guys, yes? No, you're not. Then why are you out here? Wait. Yeah, no, she's not fighting them. Damn, I was hoping to peace out, take car on car. Oh, they won't even trade settlement with the peace out anyway. And they still won't vassalize. Not even for the money we have. Okay, well then you die. And then you die, Silostra. I was thinking we attack King Sektasvik while he's in March stance, but that would mean declaring war on Morathi. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like we would be fighting Morathi in general, but the thing is, she'd just attack Skeggi here, and I'd really rather keep Skeggi. They are another Norscan faction after all, and they do love us. And it looks like Skeggi itself is now fairly well defended, as long as we keep upgrading our output. Okay, it's actually maxed out now. Yeah, they got some good stuff in here. Chaos Warriors, and I don't know what else we provide. Huh. Shouldn't there be Chosen? What is actually provided by this as a garrison? 2 Chosen, 1 Chaos Warriors with great weapons. I don't see Chosen here. What the heck is going on? Game is being very weird today. I fear what's happening is the game prioritizes other units over Chosen, but you can't possibly be putting regular Marauders over 2 extra Chosen in this garrison, can you? That would be really unfortunate. Why did you keep the Chaos Warriors with great weapons but not the Chosen? Well, that's strange. Well, hopefully you can hold, but I'm willing to bet that the Auto-Resolve loves Chosen a lot more than basic Marauders. And I doubt they're behind this shield because we can see that there's a Marauder Horseman here and here. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. I suppose that means we ignore this guy with Harald for now. Unless we want Skeggi to die, which I don't. I'd rather Morathi keep fighting Mazdamundi here. Or rather than these two attack each other. Especially since she's right here, she just gets stuck at Ziggurat of Dawn and would promptly attack it. Though once again, I do feel like we will be fighting them eventually, Harald. For now, you have other places to be. Presuming that we ignore Silostra, we will move northward to Clarkaron to add our help to the to our allies here with regards to acquiring this. Then we go and hunt Grimbrindle. And then after we're done with that, we're sailing down to start destroying Alariel's stuff, because I don't see what else we could do with you. At least right now. At least until this war happens, and who knows when it will. Okay. Anybody else to move? I'd love to end the turn. You guys. Hideous Visage and Slaughterous Strength. Don't particularly like either of those. I still think I'm probably going to delete one of you, but I don't know which. Assassin. You can move, well, go by C for now. Ukharn and Tyro, you guys have plenty of tech thieving done. Golgast, stay in ambush. And did I not give you your upgrades? Yes, okay. Dominating Presence and Chaos Vanguard for all those Marauders. And I suppose later on everything else. Though you'll need monstrous strength depending on the amount of spawn that we give you. Also, let's get you Hearts of Iron. There you go. Enjoy. Hopefully we can somehow get you to get a buffed ambush stance as well, since you seem to be using it a lot. Kind of decent for berserkers, I suppose, although it might be hard to get them to lie down and wait. Oh man, the disappointing thing is if Harald could have attacked King Sektasvik right now, he could have gotten the plus 100 movement range, and so could Valkia. Oh well, what can you do? At least we got a little bit of value out of it. Let's skip the rest of this, presuming that we did all the buildings, and I think that we did. And let's see whether we can subjugate. Malice, I don't think you're in range, and let's also hope that the game doesn't crash again. I did check, in a way, by not doing anything this turn and just ending the turn to see if it would crash again, and it didn't seem to. But what people were saying in the Steam bug forum post was that there's nothing stopping this from, well, happening down the line and some in a few turns, so who knows. We'll see. Oh, Sigvald is running away from the Legion. Good. Let Magath take care of it. Cool is at 112. Oh, we just passed them, okay. Not at 112 anymore either. And Trollfjord is still alive. Wulfric is out here somewhere to try to retake Pack Ice Bay, which means we should be able to subjugate him right now. Auto-resolve, and yes, subjugate. Path to Glory available for Hivald, Balefire, great for you, buddy, and there we go. The vassal is ours, that's exactly what I wanted, and Valkia, can you move now? You can indeed. Though I guess the question will be where to move you, and whether we do so by land or by sea. You should probably go to Longship Graveyard and start making your way towards the Tower of Crack to vassalize the Sarl at the same time as subjugating the Ecstatic Legions. Presuming that they don't have a lot of territories here. No, they just have the one. Alright, well, hopefully you join us soon. And Valkia will deal with that, but she'll have to deal with it next episode, as I am going to call it here. Just want to quickly trade Pack Ice Bay to Wolfie. There you go, buddy. Wait, Monolith? No, that's the... No, that's the Dark Fortress. Pack Ice Bay for you. You won't trade, but that's okay.
No problem.
Free money and you get yourself another territory. And beautiful. Alrighty, well at least we achieved what we wanted to achieve, even regardless of the damn crashing. Next time we move Valkia to Throg and then through these territories, though I don't know whether we will be able to do anything with Harald. Hopefully he can catch Grimbrindel, who is actually quite weak now. I don't remember what his defeat trait is, but I'm hoping it's nice. Otherwise, Malekith looks to have almost defeated him, and we're probably going to have to start swapping some territories around with regards to this. Hopefully that you really need to occupy this. Why are you sieging this? They have nothing in there. Please attack it. Just do it. It's yours. You have 2 stacks. Oh, vassals. But yeah, and other than that, maybe next time we'll be able to vassalize the Legion of Chaos, but we'll have to find out next time, so stay tuned for it. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. I appreciate all the comments and suggestions that I've implemented into this particular episode. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.